Assalamu alaikum students, this is me, your English teacher with my 4th lecture. Today is Wednesday, July 8, 2020. I hope you all are fine and are staying healthy. May Allah keep all of us safe. Today is lecture 4, but before taking the start of lecture number 4, let me revise the task of lecture 3. What we have done in lecture 3, all exercises, exercise A, B, C and E. Sorry, not D, as D is excluded. It is E. In previous lecture, which was lecture number 3, we had done exercise A, B, C and E of word study, page 7 on our book with pencil, and we had also done exercise C of grammar, page 6 on book with pencil. Now let me revise, or let me match the answers with you. Our words may be different, but meanings will be same. So don't worry about the wording. Meaning will be or should be same. Now have a look. This is exercise A, comprehension, where they are giving us similes and asking us for the meaning of those similes. I told you that there are many different ways of writing the meaning of these similes. So our words will be different, but our meaning will be same. For number 1, she sings like an angel. I told you that she has angelic voice, melodious voice, a beautiful singing voice, or she sings sweetly, she sings beautifully, nicely. So you have seen that meaning of this sentence I have written in many different ways. Words will be different, meaning will be same. It fits like a glove, mean it is perfect in size and shape. Number 3, this is like watching grass grow. I told you watching grass grow is a slow process, but it is not only a slow process but a boring as well. It takes such a long time, and we don't have patience to stay there and keep watching at its process. So it is really very boring, or it is really very slow. He babbles like a brook. He talks, he shouts, he shouts, he cries. 19 to the dozen. 19 to the dozen. I have used idiom in the previous lecture, which means unstoppingly or continuously. If it is difficult for you, 19 to the dozen, so you can write simply a continuously. He talks continuously. He was out like a light, means he slept quickly. In the second exercise, they have given us word, and these words match the given words. 2 words from the box match each word. For money, cash and currency. For thick, lots of layer and chunky. For teaming, gather together and bunch up. For huddle, full of and busting with. For explorer, searcher and adventurer. Then for prevent, stop and don't allow. Then exercise C, where you have to find out the letter string for each row. The first letter string I have found, that is EAVE. The first letter string which I have found, that is EAVE. Now I have fit that letter string in all the words of first row. When I put EAVE, here it becomes leaves, heaven, beaver, beaver means full beard, weave, and eavesdrop. Eavesdrop means listen someone, listen in without knowledge. Then second letter string I have chosen for the second row, ATH. It's path, father, bathroom, breathe and gather. Then exercise D is excluded, and moving towards exercise E, they are asking us to put a word anywhere in the put a letter anywhere in the word to make a new word. The first word is pluck. The second word, it could be spot, sort. Then rises, fries, cries, any word. Heat, chest, sort, or maybe new. Then they have given us the answers in the bracket, but they are in the jumble order, and they are asking us to arrange whole, name and temperature. Moving to the next exercise, that was abbreviation, where you have to write the abbreviations of these full form. I told you, I explained these abbreviations to you people, and all the abbreviations are without. Okay, now moving towards our today's lecture. Today's lecture is unit number 2, the tale of Custard the dragon. It is a poem. It is given to you people on your book, page 9. This poem is written by Ogden Nash. The lifespan of Ogden Nash is 1902 to 1971. His full name is Frederick Ogden Nash. He was born 1902 to 1971. He was an American poet, and he was declared the country's best known producer of humorous poetry. The poem which we are going to read, The Tale of Custard the Dragon. This poem is also from his writing. This poem is also a humorous, funny poem. This poem is written in the style of ballad. Now, what is ballad? Question arises here. What is ballad? B-A-L-L-A-D, ballad. Ballad is a type of poem in which the story is describing. Ballad narrates the tales of courage and heroism. This poem is also a humorous ballad that narrates the story of or tale of courage. In the title, it is given tale. T-A-L-E, tale means story. It is the story of the dragon. The name of the dragon is Custard. Now, custard, it is not that custard which you people eat. The quality of that custard is, the custard is sweet, but quality of dragon is totally different from the sweetness. What is dragon? Dragons are imaginary creature. We do not have dragons in reality. Dragons are imaginary creature. Mostly in China's historical mythology we can get the reference of dragon. So dragon, we have not seen the dragon in reality. So everyone has made or drawn the dragon according to his imagination. We have different type, different shapes of dragon. One of the dragon you people can see on your book, page number 9 here. And some other dragons are also there in the pictures, in the videos and somewhere else. The similarity of all the dragons is that they can release fire from his mouth. हमने ड्रैगन नहीं देखे हुए, लेकिन हमने मूवीज़, वीडियोस, कार्टून्स में ड्रैगन्स देखे हुए, और तमाम ड्रैगन्स में एक खसूसियत बताई गई है. वो क्या? वो ये कि दे कैन रिलीज फायर फ्रॉम हिज माउथ. वो अपने मुंह से आग निकालते हैं. And they have spikes on their bodies and some other similarities also, but you will find different shapes or different faces of dragon. So I hope that you are clear about dragon. And custard, I told you, sweet. Now dragon is supposed to be the horrible creature. एक खौफनाक मखलूक है जिसे देख के डर लगता है. But here the poet is saying that he is talking about the sweet dragon in this poem. The tale of a custard. स्टोरी है एक कस्टर्ड की, एक स्वीट क्रिएचर की. और वो स्वीट क्रिएचर कौन है? ड्रैगन. नाउ कैन यू इमेजिन अ ड्रैगन कैन बी स्वीट? At least not. Maybe after reading this poem we will be able to say that yes, this dragon is custard, this dragon is sweet. But till then now we can't say the dragon is sweet. Dragon is not sweet. Dragon is considered in what? Horrible creature. ठीक है जी? It is clear to you all? Should I move ahead? I'm going to read the first stanza, then we'll explain you, and it would be clear to you people. So, stanza number 1. Ready? Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dogs and a little red wagon and Aurelio, Trulio, little pet dragons. Not dragons, just dragon. So, have a look in this stanza. The poem is telling you about all the characters who are involved in this story. This is the story about Belinda, and she owned many pets. Little kitten, little mouse, little dog, little dragon. And these all little pets lived with little Belinda in a little white house with a little red wagon. Have you seen the word repeated little here? So in this stanza, which is stanza number 1, this stanza is about the introduction of characters. In this stanza, the poet is saying that Belinda who lived in a little white house. Belinda is a girl and she lived with she lived in little white house. She lived in that white house with some creatures who were her pets, and she owned them. Fine. The pets were little black kitten, number 1, little grey mouse, number 2, little yellow dog, number 3, and little pet dragon, number 4. And she has a little red wagon as well. Now kitten, what is kitten? A young domestic cat we call kitten, a mouse. In this stanza, the poet has mentioned the colors of the creature as well. A yellow dog, wagon we call cart, C-A-R-T, cart, or wheeled vehicle drawn by animal or tractors. And Relio, Trulio, little pet dragon. Now, Relio means real, R-E-A-L, and Trulio means T-R-U-E, true. Little pet dragon. Now, question arises here that why did the author use I-O with Relio and Trulio? It is here poet has used his poetic license. Poetic license means poet has a permission to use or change the word to create a musical or rhyming effect in the stanza. So here to create a rhyming effect, Ogdinesh has used I-O with Relio and Trulio. Relio means real. Yes, that dragon, a little pet dragon, was real. And Trulio means it is true that Belinda kept a little red dragon in White House. So, Belinda lived with all these creatures in Little White House. Here, poet has used oxymoron as well. What is oxymoron? Pet dragon. When we use two opposite words together, this we call an oxymoron. Pet mean tame, the animals which we keep at home. And dragon is a wild animal which is supposed to live in a forest. We haven't heard that someone has kept a dragon. No, it is not possible. So these are the two opposite terms, but it is used here together. So this is oxymoron. So in stanza number 1, the poet is telling that there is a girl whose name is Belinda. She has a creature, or she lives with some creature which are her pets. Those are black little kitten, little is repeating with everything, little kitten, little mouse, little grey mouse, little yellow dog, little red wagon, and a little pet dragon. Now I am placing a picture in front of you people. Look, this is Belinda. She lived in a white house. She had a black little kitten. She had a little grey mouse. She had a little yellow dog, little pet dragon, and this type of cart, this we call it wagon. It is a little red wagon. Is it clear? Moving towards the next stanza. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called her Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about the rhyming scheme in the stanza number 1. Rhyming scheme of this poem is AA and BB. Means the last two words of the last word of two lines will be same in rhyming. Will give you the same rhyming effect sound, like house, mouse, wagon, dragon. In the second stanza, ink, blink, mustard, custard. So the first stanza was about the introduction of the characters. Now in the second stanza is about naming the character. What are the names of these characters? The little black kitten was Ink. Means here this is Ink. And here this one is Belinda. She lived in White House. The little grey mouse, she called her Blink. Now this here we have Blink. Grey mouse, Blink. And the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. Sharp means smart, intelligent, clever. And maybe because of yellow color, she had given him a name, Mustard. What is mustard? Mustard is a yellow color flower. So she gave him a name, Mustard. Now here we have mustard. Now this is mustard. This is red wagon. This is red card. And now what is left here? Custard. Little pet dragon, Custard. Now you can see in the picture he is so cute. So in the second stanza, the poet is naming the characters. That name of the black kitten is the name of the black kitten was Ink. The name of the grey mouse was Blink. The name of the yellow dog was Mustard. And the coward mean a person who shows fear. Darpok, buzdil. And I told you, we can't say that dragon is a coward. ड्रैगन इज कंसिडर्ड अ हॉरिबल क्रिएचर. खौफनाक है, लोगों को डराता है, वो खुद कैसे डरपोक हो सकता है. लेकिन हेयर ड्रैगन इज कॉवर्ड, वो एक कॉवर्ड है. दैट्स वाई द पोएट हैज़ गिवन हिम अ नेम कस्टर्ड, कि वो इतना डरपोक है, वो इतना स्वीट है. So I hope that these two stanzas are clear to you. In the first stanza was about introduction of the characters, and second stanza was about naming the character. And third stanza, now I have told you in the picture, naming the characters. Now moving towards the third stanza. Custard, the dragon, had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath. Mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and Relio, Trulio, daggers on his toes. Now the third stanza is about the description of a dragon. Here in this stanza, the poet is describing the dragon, Custard. The poet described the dragon that it had a big sharp teeth. Now this is Custard. Relio, Trulio, it is very sweet. You can see in a picture. Now the first thing, it had a sharp teeth. Sharp mean pointed edges teeth. These type of teeth, pointed edges, needle, like needles. It had sharp teeth and spikes on top. Now you can see on his body, these are spikes. This means that its skin was pointed on the top. On the lower part, okay, in the third line, it's okay, sorry, in the second line, the scales underneath, scales we call thin lines, fine lines, and underneath below. It means on the lower part, it had scales which were bony plates to protect the skin. Here, this, look, lines. Then mouth like a fireplace. Now here they are using simile. I explained you simile in the last lecture, where they are comparing the things. Mouth, मुंह, like a fireplace, आग वाली जगह की तरह थी. It's mean that mouth has been compared to a fireplace because it is, I told you in the start that it is assumed that dragon can release fire from the mouth. Then in the same line they are using metaphor, chimney for a nose. They are calling his nose a chimney. चिमनी कहाँ है? जहाँ से धुआं निकलता होता है. आग के ऊपर वाली जगह जो थोड़ी इस तरह की होती है कहीं पर और कहीं पे राउंड होती है, तो वहाँ से धुआं निकल रहा होता है. So the poet is saying that his nose is like a chimney, is compared to a chimney which is used to pass out smoke. Then and Relio, Trulio. Relio mean real, Trulio mean truer. Daggers. Daggers we कहते हैं sharp knife, a sharp pointed knife. On his toes means he has nails like a sharp pointed knife on his toes. Now you can see in the picture. This we called a dragon. Now this was all about the description of the dragon. That it had a sharp teeth, it had spikes on his top, it had fine lines or scales underneath, or his mouth was like a fireplace. His nose was a chimney, and he had daggers, or he had nails on his toes which were very sharp. This was the description of the dragon. Now you can see the rhyming. Teeth underneath, nose, toes. They have used simile here. Moving towards the third. So again I am repeating. The first stanza was about introduction of the characters. The second stanza was about naming the character. The third stanza was about description of the dragon. Now fourth stanza. What is fourth stanza? The fourth stanza is: Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of beers, and ink and blink chased lines down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. This is stanza number 4. In stanza number 4, the poet is telling the qualities of all the characters of the poem or story. Now, first, the poet started with Belinda. What? Belinda was as brave. Now, here, the poet had used simile once again. Belinda was as brave as barrel full of beer. As a barrel full of beer is a simile, and it is used when someone is without fear or without the feeling of anxiety. So Belinda was so much brave. She has no fear, she has no feeling of anxiety, and she was cool, calm and relaxed. The second is about ink, means a black kitten, and a blink, a grey mouse, that they both were too brave, that they can make the loins run away the stairs. Chased mean follow. Mustard, who is Mustard? A dog, a yellow dog, that he was as brave as the tiger in a rage. Now here they have used the simile again, as tiger in a rage, as brave as tiger in a rage. Now what is tiger? Tiger is tiger. Tiger does not have fear. Tiger does not get fear from anyone. And when he is in a rage means anger. So he does not care about anything. He does whatever he wants to do. So Mustard is as brave as tiger, as brave as lion. But again, here, the sweet Custard, the sweet dragon, cried for a nice safe cage. He is not as brave as these all. He used to ask for a nice safe place every time. Now here in this stanza, the poet said that all of them are very brave except the dragon. Others were described as brave and are compared with animals like tiger and or lion. But the dragon is very timid. He used to demand a safe place for himself. All the characters made fun of him. Is it clear? So, the first stanza was introduction. The second stanza was naming the character. The third stanza was description of a dragon. The fourth stanza was about qualities of the characters of the story or the poem. Moving towards the fifth stanza. The fifth stanza is about what? We'll come to know after reading the stanza. The what is about the fifth stanza. Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really truly cowardly dragon. Now this is about the behaviors of the characters towards dragon. Now first is Belinda. Belinda tickled me, teased him, made fun of him. Now Belinda made fun of dragon. कि ड्रैगन तो बहुत खौफज़दा होते हैं, ड्रैगन तो बहुत बहादुर होते हैं, तुम किस्म किस्म के ड्रैगन हो, तुम तो कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते हो. And she tickled him unmerciful. Unmerciful mean cruelly. She made fun of him. अगर वो रो भी रहा हो, अगर वो खफा भी हो रहा हो कि मुझे ऐसे वर्ड्स ना कहें, तो बेलिंडा स्टॉप नहीं होती थी, वो उसको बोलती रहती थी, वो उसका मजाक उड़ाती रहती थी. She made fun of him continuously. She teased him continuously and cruelly. Same like Belinda, Ink and Blink. Ink mean kitten, Blink mean mouse, and Mustard, dog. They also rudely mean impolitely, called him Percival. Now who was the Percival? The meaning of Percival is destroyer, tabah karne wala. Percival was a knight. He was a brave warrior in the court of King Arthur. Once he went to find out something, but he returned because of fear. After that incident, Percival is known as a scared one. So they called him Percival. कि तुम तो Percival हो, वैसे बहुत बहादुर बनते रहते हो और आप डर के आ जाते हो. So they called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon, and they all, Belinda, Mustard, Ink, and Blink, they all sat in their little red wagon, and they do not give space to dragon. And the real, truly true, cowardly, fearfully dragon, and he stood fearfully and he did not say anything. Now you can see in the picture, Ink, Mustard, Belinda, Mouse, they all are sitting in the wagon. They are making fun of the dragon. You can see the face of the dragon. He was looking so cute, and they did not give us space. They did not allow the dragon to sit in the wagon. So this was the 5th stanza. This was the description of the 5th stanza. So here I am stopping my today's lecture. I am done with 5 stanza, and rest of the 5 stanza will be done in the next lecture. I am repeating, kindly have a look. The first stanza was about the introduction of the characters. The second stanza was about naming the characters. The third stanza was about description of the dragon. The fourth stanza was about the qualities of the characters. And fifth stanza was about behavior of the characters towards dragon. Here I am stopping my lecture. Rest of the 5 stanza will be taught to you people will be in the next lecture. Here I am giving you the homework. Kindly note down the homework which you have to do by your own without help of any elder with pencil on your book. Exercise C, page 12. Kindly mark it. This is your homework. You have to circle the correct spelling word. Page 12, word study, exercise C. D is excluded and exercise E. Now these 2 exercises, C, E, are your homework. You people have to do these 2 by your own with your pencil on your book. Here I am leaving you. We'll meet you inshallah in the next lecture. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy. Keep me and all in your prayers. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.